Hey, it's Anna May. Welcome back to my channel. New year, new me. I cut my hair. It doesn't look cut because it's quite long, but it was 10 centimeters longer than now. So this is my new hair. Beautiful. Great. If you're new here, hi, I'm Anna. I'm currently living in Japan on the JET program. So I'm an ALT. And when there's no state of emergencies, I do like to travel sometimes. So I will be uploading more of the travels I've done in the past year or so. So if that sounds interesting to you, please do consider clicking the subscribe button so you can follow me along on my journey in Japan. So today my video is going to be about my first solo hostel experience. So my question to you, if you'd like to leave in the comments, what do you prefer? Do you prefer hostels, hotels, Airbnb, like luxury, kind of very unique experiences, like ryokans, for example, which are not always that expensive, but they're you know, way more than Airbnb sometimes. Way more than hostels anyway. So what do you like? I personally am an Airbnb gal. I always book with Airbnb, but that is because I'm usually with my partner. So when he's with me, I like to be in a full apartment where we can just kind of have our own free space and not have to worry about anyone, even like staff coming in to like clean, because I'm kind of weird about that with hotels. I don't like people coming into my room, you know, even if they're cleaning, like, no offense if you're like in the hotel cleaning industry. I have trust issues, okay? Things have gone missing in my own home when people have been over, so I don't trust other people even more than people I know. So yeah, sorry. But yeah, I was traveling solo this time and I went on a trip to Kyoto. Now, why would you pick a hostel in Osaka if you're going to Kyoto? Listen, if you've never been to Kyoto or planned a trip to Kyoto, it's so expensive. Oh my god. Yeah, everything's expensive in Kyoto. Not everything, you know, it's still Japan. But comparing to the rest of Japan, Kyoto is pretty expensive, especially accommodations. And I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money for that. So I was looking. I think I used agoda.com, which is similar to booking.com, but different. Not a sponsor yet. If you want to sponsor me, please do. I booked through Agoda and I was looking at like all the available things and I saw one called Our Hostel Namba. I booked it because it was so cheap. A little too cheap. I was kind of worried, but then I'm like, it's only a few days. It'll be fine. So I just wanted to share my experience at this hostel because it was an experience. This is not like a full-on review with like me bashing them or loving them. It's just my experience. So you probably will have a different experience than me, but I'm just putting it out there in case you go, what you might expect. Could be better, could be worse, but yeah. Okay, so first of all, this hostel is located not quite in central Osaka. It's kind of south. It's near Dobutsuen Mae station and one more station. It depends which one is better for you, but yeah, it's near 2 stations, which is convenient. However, when you exit the station, it's not quite easy to find because there's train tracks. Once you figure it out, it's fine. So the area is kind of sketchy, I guess you could say. It's not the worst area I've been in, and because it's Japan, it's still pretty safe, okay? Compared to parts of downtown Toronto, it's pretty safe. But you will find people that look a little down on their luck, you could say. A lot of drunk people as well, but nobody bothered me. I was by myself. I'm a female, I'm curvy, I'm fat. Like nobody bothered me. It could be because it's Corona times and like nobody wants to interact with foreigners, but that's fine because everybody left me alone, so that was good. Something to note with this hostel, and I'm pretty sure it says on the website, if you show up after a certain time, there's a chance that you might not be able to get in. So if there's a way for you to message them and say, hey, I'm arriving at this time or around this time, someone should be there to let you in and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's certain hours like for check-in to make it easier. So Yeah, don't arrive super late because you might be locked out unless someone is like downstairs chilling and can let you in and can somehow trust that you are who you say you are and that your reservation, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so the guy who let me in, like, kind of scared me. He kind of looked like he was part of, let's just call them the Yakosby. Okay, he looked like he was part of that group. He was very friendly and he spoke a bit of English and kind of explained to me like the rules and this is your key, this is your room, whatever. That was it. So then I went up the elevators and then I entered the room for the bunk beds or the whatever they're called, little cubicles. And it was so hot in there. I can't even explain how hot it was. It was disgusting. And I don't know if all hostels do this because I did go to one hostel with a friend and it was a larger type of bed box cubicle thing. So a different layout, but a little bit similar, just more spacious anyway. And yeah, it was very hot. We went in January of 2020, right before pandemonium really took off, and it was like disgustingly hot. So maybe that's just the standard for hostels globally or just in Japan. In colder temperatures, they just blast the heat. I don't know. But the good thing is that this place has a little window in each little cubicle. So if you are too hot, just open the window. Now, some people don't like sleeping with the window open for whatever reason. In that case, there is a way to change the thermostat. There is a room where you can lock away your valuables, right? It's a little locker room, and that's where the thermostat is. I turned it down by 1 degree because it was so hot. I needed to. I'm like, is everyone like alive? Did they roast themselves to death? I don't know. If that's not allowed, I'm sorry, but I'm a big girl, okay? I could not breathe. It was terrible. So yeah, the cubicles themselves, they are small, but I could stretch out fully. Now I am 5'3.5" or about 163 centimeters tall. So it was fine for me, but if you're much taller than me, maybe it's not the place for you. I'd say if you're taller than 5'5", 5'6", maybe that's pushing it. I mean, hey, if your feet hang out, then whatever, no one's gonna bother you about it, but it will look a little funny. So yeah. I did stay in the female-only dorm. There is a mixed dorm, a female-only dorm, and this place also does have more private or like couples type of rooms, but I just wanted to stay with other females so I could feel safe. To be honest, I didn't really feel safe. Don't get me wrong, like, Japanese people are lovely, and I didn't really have any problems, but I didn't feel quite so secure. Either. I met this lady and I was talking to her in Japanese, right? And she was nice. But again, everyone I met had this feeling, like this presence about them. I'm like, is everyone in here part of the Yakosby? Like, I don't know. 'Cause they're friendly. I'm not gonna join, but like, okay. I think some people in there actually live there because it's so cheap. I guess it's an alternative to renting a place. I don't know the rent prices in Osaka. Where I live, the rent prices are pretty cheap. Not as cheap as some other places, but like way cheaper than Tokyo. Way cheaper. So who knows? I don't quite know the rent situation in Osaka. But yeah, there were at least 1 or 2 people there that were there the whole stay, that had all their stuff like hung up and like they lived there. Anyway, in the common room, I ate maybe twice down there for breakfast, and sometimes there were people there, sometimes there weren't. I did see a gentleman with a shaved head with tattoos on his head. And I'm like, I think this is a Yakatsuki. Or just, you know, like a free spirit, you know. People can tattoo if they want, no judgment. But in Japan, it is kind of weird to see. You know, it's not very popular. I think tattoos and in general, like bright hair dyes are still looked down upon in certain places, or most places in Japan. But I guess Osaka and maybe parts of Tokyo, it's a little more lax, you know. There's more freedom of expression in terms of like fashion and like body modification. So that's fine. But Yamaguchi is definitely not one of those places. So when I see that, I'm like, whoa! Yeah, I've been out of Canada for far too long that that kind of stuff like freaks me out. But anyway, they were lovely. I gave them some snacks that I had as payment. Like, please don't kill me. Here you go. So let's talk about the showers and bathroom situation. So at least on the female floor at the end of the hall, that side, there is the washrooms. So no showers or anything. It's just toilets and sinks to wash your hands, and the water is freezing. So that's fun. Yeah, nothing really to say about the toilets except it's pretty cold in there, especially compared to the hallway that's like 1,000,000 degrees. You go into the bathroom and you're like, they leave the window open. Sometimes they open like more than one window. I don't know if it's stinky and that's why they need to do it, but yeah, when you wake up being like super warm, then you go there, you're like, oh God, why? Regulate the damn temperature. Yes, as for the showers, because people need to shower, that is on a different floor. I think it was on like 6th floor, and no issues really. My one issue is not with the showers. The showers are fine. I don't know, they're showers. They were clean for the most part. No problem. There are 2 washrooms as well, so if you need to take a quick pee or poo before you have a shower, that's also available. But my issue was with the sinks kind of in the where you would maybe fix your hair, do your skincare afterwards. So I am not really a wash your face in the shower kind of person. I tend to do it after I get out of the shower, then I do my face washing, skincare routine, whatever, like properly. And those sinks are so small and the way that it's positioned is terrible. So I got so much water like around the sink, on the floor. Whew. They have little stools as well, so I was trying to like hunch over and like wash my face and such. I felt like a human gargoyle. I made it work, but it was not a pleasant experience. And that whole shower room, powder room area is co-ed, so you will see men if you're a woman, and if you're a man, you're gonna see some women. And that's just, again, nobody bothered me, and I didn't see people talking to each other either, so I think people just respect each other's privacy. And I think at that time, because I would arrive at like 9 p.m. or so, everyone just wants to go to bed. I was actually surprised. I thought hostels, maybe globally this is more of a thing, or at least like in Europe, I thought these were like party places and people stay up till like 12 and you have to be like, oh my gosh, shut up. No, everyone was in bed by like 9:30. So when I would arrive at 9, I'd have to like tiptoe and like grab my stuff to go upstairs and shower, and then I could be loud. And I have to come down and sneak in. Like, it was just very strange. So I don't know if that's just a Japanese thing, or again, if these people live here and they have to go to work in the morning and that's why they're going to bed early. I don't know, but it's weird. Anyway, that was my experience at this hostel. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was okay. Would I go back? For the price, yes. It was fine. The bed itself is not really a bed. It's just like a wooden... It's a wooden box, and they give you this futon. I don't know. It's hardly a mattress. Like, this is my new pillow. It was pretty much, this is about it. if that you lay on, and if you're heavier like myself, you can go right through. You can feel that wood. It's not quite the most comfortable, but your body gets used to it. You do get a blanket, and they give you these like white sheets for you to put on the pillow and under your body, because I'm pretty sure they don't wash the actual like bedding, like futon stuff that often. I hope they clean them, but I don't know how often they actually do it. So that's another thing, maybe. I mean, who knows with like Airbnbs how often they actually wash their stuff, but whatever. I felt not quite as clean, even though nothing smelled bad, you know, but I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll put this on my stuff and go to bed and not think about bugs. I didn't see bugs, so make of it what you will. If you want to go there or not, it's fine. I would recommend something else, but if you are really low on cash or really budgeting your trip, it's fine. No problem. No real problems anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. I will, at some point, I'm sorry, I am the biggest procrastinator. Not ever, but it's pretty bad. I still have videos from Universal Studios back in July. I still have the videos actually going to Kyoto. I recently went to Okinawa. I still have to make my driving license video. Like, there are videos to come. So please subscribe if you want to see that eventually. They will come. Just, I need time, patience. I just film with my iPhone and edit with iMovie on my iPhone. So it's a little annoying, but if I ever reach 1,000 subscribers, then maybe I'll get proper equipment and a proper computer to edit my videos. But for now, we're doing it on this, and it takes a long time, and it's very frustrating, but it is what it is, and we're making it work. Thank you for watching my videos. Take care.